Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna join.
I've got nobody yet.
It's gonna take a minute. Oh look, see, it pops right up on mine.
We still don't have anyone home.
Maybe just adjust the camera a little bit so it like kind of.
Can I see what it looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jessica. Oh, yay. We're getting some people. I'm going to wait just like a little bit just so some more people can, you know, hop on here. Oh, hi, Cynthia. How are you? Hi. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hello. That's amazing. You're tuning in from Saudi Arabia. That's so cool. Thanks for tuning in. I'm very flattered. Hi from cold Toronto. Oh, well, I can kind of relate. My garage is cold, so. And I'm in my garage. That's where I shoot all my content. Hi from Texas. Oh, you guys are so sweet for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me on something so different. My husband's like clapping in the background for some reason. Why are you clapping?
Just excited.
Oh, he's excited. Hi from Ohio. This popped up and you clicked immediately. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I have to take this lip balm off because it's like making my lips really, really numb, and normally it doesn't. I just put this on before I even started. It's the Fenty Beauty. It's the Ice Lip Plumper. But like sometimes it makes my lips like so numb that I talk funny. So I had to wipe that off. Sorry about that. So I did a poll. Oh, love you guys. You're so sweet. I am so happy to see the turnout. You know, I wasn't sure like what the turnout would be because, you know, my Instagram, it's kind of easier to go like hop on someone's live and interact with them and watch on Instagram. I mean, I think it's easier in my opinion, but you know, YouTube, you have to kind of like switch apps and do all those things. So I really appreciate you guys hopping over here and watching my live Sunday morning Get Ready with me and just, you know, supporting my channel and hopping on here instead. And I just really want to do this and celebrate reaching 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. I know it's a drop in the bucket for, you know, most content creators that you see on YouTube. I know 30K is like big deal, but it's a really big deal. And my husband agrees. Like we've worked so hard on our YouTube channel. If you ever hear me talk about it and like, you know, what is it? Not, you know, if I ever refer to my YouTube channel as our YouTube channel, I'm not crazy. I'm just referring to it as me and my husband's YouTube channel because he helps me do all of this. So don't think I'm nuts when I say our YouTube channel. I know it's mine, but he helps me so much. So, well, so much is an understatement. Yes, teamwork. Okay, let's make this tradition for every 10K. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Lisa. I love that. So I am going to start because otherwise, if you know me, I'll be rambling and talking to you guys like all morning and it'll be like 12:30 and I won't have any makeup on my face. So we don't want that. So I'm going to start with my foundation. Thank you. I am going to use the Haus Triclone Skin Tech. It is in the shade 230 Light Medium Cool. I love this foundation. I just recently talked about it again in another YouTube video that's coming up in a couple weeks. So it'll probably be out in December. Basically, I rounded up all of my favorites, my top favorite makeup launches of 2022. So that was definitely in it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do my foundation. We also did a poll, or I did a poll on my YouTube asking what kind of look you wanted to see me do for my live. And did holiday makeup win by a landslide?
No, but it was like.
Okay. So holiday makeup didn't win by a landslide. I don't know. I thought it did.
It was close though.
It was close to, but it did win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So holiday makeup won, which is what I'm gonna do for you all for this live. And so if you voted for holiday makeup, this is for you. And if you didn't vote for holiday makeup, I hope you'll still stick around to see the look because it's going to be still like a really pretty, you know, a pretty look. It's not going to be like over the top. And in terms of like what holiday, I'm going for like Thanksgiving vibes because obviously Thanksgiving is this week. And I want to just have like those kind of like tones. So it's going to be a little more monochromatic in a sense, because I'm gonna do like more like earth, like deep, rich earth tones. But it'll also be like festive and give you like the holiday vibes. Oh, thank you. If you guys have any questions, you know, like I said, I don't know if you caught my Instagram stories yesterday. I mentioned that I'll still be answering makeup questions just like I normally do on my live. So if you have any makeup questions, just like we normally do, ask away and I'll try to answer them, of course. But also if you have any questions on YouTube, like YouTube related questions, come at me with them, because it's kind of the whole point of like doing this live on this platform instead of my Instagram, just so I could just focus a little more on my YouTube and discussing that and what it's like to be on that platform. What color are my nails? I don't know. I wish I knew. They're just gels. They're like OPI gels. I'm sorry. But it's like a really pretty, like deep, rich red. Watching from New York. Oh my God, thank you. So this brush is a good old favorite of mine. It's the e.l.f. Cosmetics Ultimate Blending Brush. This is like $8. They have it everywhere. I've got two, I think. Do I have two or I have three? I have two of these. Again, why brush between second and third? Oh, do you want the short answer to that or the funny answer to that? The funny answer to that, in my opinion, is I like to say it's because I was homeschooled and I just from like the ground up, like as soon as I was born as a baby, like whatever I held between these two fingers. And I just can't switch it. I've gone my entire life like writing with a pen like this. I hold chopsticks like this. I hold forks with this. Literally everything I could hold, I hold between these two fingers. So I blame it on being, not blaming, I loved being homeschooled, but I blame it on being homeschooled because, you know, I didn't have like a teacher breathing down my neck, so to speak, you know, not in like a bad way, but like I just didn't have someone, I guess, watching my like every move in like during school time. So I just kind of adapted to it and I can't change it. That's the long-winded answer, actually. It was not the short answer like I said it was going to be. Okay, let's move on to, yeah, it's definitely my trademark because I can't stop. I like literally cannot stop. I'm going to warm up my complexion now. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty matchstick. This is in the shade Mocha. You guys have probably seen me use this a million times. This is so easy. And since they reformulated it, it's a lot more creamy and easy to blend. So whereas before, like the old formulation was a lot more dry, and if you tried to like directly apply it to your face like I am doing right now, it ended up looking really patchy when you blended it out, and it was just hard to blend in general. But since they reformulated it, it's much more creamy, which is great and ideal. So now I could kind of go in and quickly blend it all over my face after I've like applied it like you just saw me do. Whereas before I would have never done or used that technique because it's too hard to blend it out. Hi from London. Aw, I was just there last month. So awesome. And thank you for the congrats on my 30K. Like I said, I know it's a huge deal, but hopefully we'll be celebrating like 50K soon. And then 100. I mean, that's the goal, right? Is to like get as high up as possible. But you know, I will say like YouTube is a really, really slow, I'm looking at my husband, he's saying right over here, it's a really slow train that's moving. I don't know, that's the best way I could put it. I'm on a very slow train. Do I still work with Susan? Yes, I just saw her last week. We shot 2 days worth of YouTube content for her channel on mixed makeup. Also, hi from South Africa. Wow, I get really awesome people around the world watching. I'm so flattered. First of all, I love your channel. Oh God, how do I go back to that question? Hold on, sorry to put my finger in the screen. I just want to read this question. Love your channel. I've learned so much from you. I'm wondering if you could give any tips on getting lipstick to stay on longer. Oh, and also ways to make your lips look bigger. Okay. Well, Jessica, I actually filmed an entire series of budge-proof makeup that will be coming out probably later this or in December. Well, someone says bring your hubby on camera and say hi. So you have to say hi. He's not. He says no. He'll come say hi. He's not shy. But Jessica, to answer your question, I filmed something for YouTube. It's going to come out pretty soon. It's going to be a whole series of how to do budge-proof makeup. So I'm going to do budge-proof foundation, budge-proof eye makeup, and budge-proof lips. And so stay tuned for that lip because it is so helpful. They're techniques I've used my entire career. So stay tuned for that. And you had another question about making your lips look bigger. Well, what I just did was I don't know if you noticed, Jessica, I put bronzer underneath my bottom lip like that. And what that does is it creates a bigger shadow, which gives me the appearance or like the illusion that my bottom lip is bigger than it is because it's creating like a darker shadow right there. I actually will film a full like in-depth tutorial on like how like ways to make your lips look bigger, you know, with makeup. And I'll probably post that like within the first month of the year, so probably like January. But that's just one way to make your lips appear bigger with makeup. I'm gonna move on. I think I missed a question. Something about Ronnie, you asked something about aging and hydration. Can you do helpful skincare products? You know, here's the thing. I know it works for me. And I also have a lot of knowledge of skincare because I do, you know, I'm a professional makeup artist. I have to know skincare because I need to prep my client's skin. But I will say, if you really, really want like, you know, the best advice from experts, there are so many great experts, like skincare experts that are on YouTube that I definitely recommend you check out. One of them is Dr. Samantha Ellis or Sam Ellis on YouTube. She's a friend of mine, like a colleague, basically. I work with her periodically, and she's just really knowledgeable. And she's a dermatologist, so she not only knows her stuff, but she like legitimately knows her stuff, like through schooling and everything. That is her thing, right? Whereas like I'm a makeup artist and I know I can recommend products, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not like, you know, I can give health advice, but I'm not a doctor. It's like the same kind of thing. I can give skincare advice, but I'm not a dermatologist. And if I'm talking a million miles a minute, it's because I got a huge coffee before this live. And it's messed me up. Like, it is like, I'm like ready to go. Like, let's blend this concealer. Okay, Becca, I would love a piercing tour. I'm thinking about getting my conch, but I am scared of the pain. The pain sucked. I don't know what to tell you other than like the pain sucked. So these two earrings, right? These guys right here, I get asked about them a lot. They're just regular earrings that I like pushed through, basically. Not pushed through. They're just regular earrings. They're not like anything special. When I did these piercings, I got them on my birthday 2 years ago, and I got them at the exact same time, which don't ever do that. Just don't do that, because you know what happens is if you do them both at the same time, you have to sleep on your back. Like, you can't sleep on any ear, and it was torture. Like, I literally had to sleep like that for months and months and months. And because I really can't sleep like that, it's not like natural for me to sleep like that, I would end up eventually turning to one side, and then I'd wake up with excruciating ear pain, like really, really bad earaches. And I still get earaches if I don't take these out before I go to bed. Like, I actually have to take them out before I sleep. So long story short, it wasn't great for me. I'm glad I did it because I like the way they look, but you know, it's not like an easy thing. That's for sure. And it hurt like hell when I got them pierced. Like, it was like a painful piercing. Some are like easy, you know, like these are all easy. These are like nothing, you know. I have like 3. I only have 2 earrings in right now, but these are easy. But these, oh my God, not good. Somebody asked me earlier about the Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette. I highly recommend it. It's incredible. Mine has not come in the mail yet. If you guys watched my YouTube and you saw I did like a Makeup by Mario haul where I bought like literally everything I possibly wanted from his website to do a full face of Makeup by Mario, I planned on shooting that video yesterday. And I ordered it like over a week ago, like 9 days ago at this point. It still hasn't come. And you know, I know it hasn't been like that long, but I really was counting on my Makeup by Mario package to come literally yesterday, and it hasn't. So needless to say, it's derailed me on my filming. Like, I had to film something else instead just to have content, but it wasn't like what I wanted to film, if that makes sense. Anyway, But long story short, I have used the Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette because last week on set, one of my coworkers had bought it and brought it into work to show me it, thinking that I hadn't seen it yet, but I'd seen it. I was like, yeah, don't worry, I already bought it. Okay, I feel like concealer, hold on, I want to read that. I feel like I can't get concealer to look like that under my eyes. Every time I use concealer, it never covers my eyes, my under eyes at all, and my eyes are so dry. Okay, so are you talking about coverage, like in terms of coverage? Because if you are feeling like you're putting just concealer on, right, but you're not getting enough coverage or like brightness, it sounds to me like you probably need to do a color corrector first to color correct that pigmentation, and then you go in with your concealer. And if you use the two together, I'm sure it'll make a huge difference. It sounds like that might be what the issue is that you're having. I don't know how to make it stay. Looks so good. You make your under eyes look so good. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated a little bit before I started this live. I put a little bit of my Bobbi Brown color corrector. This is in light peach. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm referring to color correctors. If you have dark circles under your eyes, like I do, although some people would argue that I don't, I definitely do. But if you have dark circles, you want to just pop a little color corrector on first and then go in with your concealer, and it's going to make a world of difference. And now, after I applied my concealer and I blended it out, you saw with a little beauty sponge. Now I'm just really setting it with a powder puff and my favorite powder. It's the Givenchy Prisme Libre No. 3 powder. Oh, Alexandra, thank you so much for watching my videos. So it's actually the Givenchy powder puff that comes with this powder and the Prisme Libre powder. This is the No. 3 shade. So the No. 3 shade, you can see it's like, clearly it's pretty pink. And the good thing about that, and the reason why I can use this, especially under my eyes, I also use this in my T-zone too. It's sheer enough that, like, it has a little hint of pink to it, obviously you can see, but it's still sheer enough that it's not like putting a physical pink powder. It's not like putting blush on your face, where like that's really pink, right? But since it's pink, under the eyes, what it does is it helps to further enhance like any color correction. So if you have dark circles, it's going to help to color correct and brighten that area. I have more in-depth videos on this on my YouTube. I have like a whole like video about color correction and how to color correct your under eyes. So if you've missed that, I think it was like probably a year ago that I posted that video. So you kind of have to like scroll down to find it. But the concealer that I used was this is one of my favorites. It's the Makeup Forever HD concealer in the shade 32. Chanel Cream Contour or Huda Cream Contour. Huda, because just for sheer reason alone that she has a broad range of skin of like different tones and like shades to choose from, whereas like Chanel only has, well, they had one for the last 2 decades and they just finally came out with a second shade, but they're not dark enough. Like, it's not universal, so it's not fair. They need to step it up with that. Okay, so I'm gonna start working on my eyes. Oh, my husband gave me $5. Thanks. Thank you. Sorry. He's like cracking up over here, like sending me $5. Okay. Okay, let me answer this really quick. What corrector do you think I should use? Which one do you like best? You know, it's hard for me to say because I don't know your skin and I can't see you obviously in person. So just out of like, just to recommend something that I know works really well is I love the Bobbi Brown color correctors. They come individually so you can get like the right shade for you. There's a whole bunch of shades to choose from. So I would start with those and just use your fingertip, dab it on, and then put your concealer on top. Why powder on the under eye never looks natural? Really? I think it looks natural. But maybe you're putting too much. But the reason why is because anything liquid that you put on your face, especially if you're putting in an area of your face that is like very like animated, so like under your eyes, for example, you know, we talk, we squint, we laugh, we do all these things. And if we didn't set a liquid that's in this area, since it's such a like high traffic area of your face where you're moving it constantly, it would crease like crazy. So that would be the why. Okay, so moving on to eyes. I am in love with these from the brand Girlactik. They're basically like a shadow stick. The brand sent me all kinds of different shades that they just came out with. They have a bunch of new shades. This is one of them. So the shade that I'm using is Nutmeg, which is kind of fitting for Thanksgiving week and for like a holiday festive look. So it's creamy. It's like a creamy stick that you put all over. And then just taking a blending brush. This one's from Sephora. It's a 19 brush. I'm going to just start to blend this into my crease. Carly, you have the same shade range as me. Okay, good. Well, then you might want to try the light peach that I use under my eyes. Is Pat McGrath under eye powder good? I swatched it. I don't know. I wasn't like thrilled with it, to be honest. It felt kind of dry, but then again, I don't want to talk about too much because I really didn't give it a fair test. So my first impression was not like that. It was just not amazing, but like I said, I didn't really test it enough to give it like a full review and like a complete thought. So I'm just blending this out, and you'll notice too, I left a little excess amount of that Givenchy powder under my eye, and you can see too, it's going like straight out, right? It's like following my bottom lash line, it's going straight out. And what this does too is it kind of gives me a visual guide to where I want to blend out the rest of that shadow stick and not go too far down, which is easy to do, let's face it, when you're doing your eye makeup. So I'm just going to blend this out a little bit more. Okay, so does anyone have questions like related to YouTube? Like any specific questions related to YouTube? You love my tips. Thank you so much. That's what it's all about. I just want you guys to find my YouTube helpful, and I'm not like a gatekeeper, so I like to share things that I think are helpful. I've done it my whole life as a makeup artist. I've always given like my clients and my colleagues tips. My husband's like, I know. And my colleagues tips. So it's like very natural for me to share my my tips and tricks, I guess, so to speak. And the whole goal of starting YouTube was just to help people. So the fact that you reached out and said that my tips are helpful means a lot, because that's the whole point of me doing it. So thank you. Okay, so I'm just copying this eye to this eye. What type of your videos do you find perform best? That's a good question. What performs the best? I have to ask my YouTube manager over here. Well, honestly, our best performing video of all time has been our drugstore makeup look. Yeah. Okay, I want to answer that question. Hold on. Any wing liner tips for 48-year-olds? Yes. Don't do liquid, because it's not going to be your friend. It's going to be really, really difficult. I find it difficult. I'm not 48, but I find it difficult to use liquid. I think most people find liquids to be difficult. I would try using actually like a dark powder eyeshadow and just grabbing like an angle brush. Of course, I don't have a clean one to show you, but just grabbing an angle brush like this, right? It has like a little angle to it. And then starting with your eyes open, looking straight ahead, and start to stamp that shadow and then fill it in. That's like my best tip for anyone who struggles with eyeliner in general. Like, 48 or not, I think we all kind of struggle with eyeliner, so. You're really helping me, and it's so cool. You're answering my questions mean so much. Of course, I really try so hard to answer like everyone's questions. And even on like, if you follow me on Instagram, like I try like DM everyone back. I try like really, really hard. So if I've ever ignored a DM from you, I'm so sorry. DMs can be overwhelming. I try really, really hard to open them all and answer them. How long have you been married? How old are you? Love your content. We've been married 4 years. We just celebrated, well, not just celebrated, but it's been 4, yeah. Yeah, so we've been married 4 years. And we got married in Italy, just the two of us. And it was like the best decision we ever made in life. Literally like the best decision we've ever made in life was to just back up. Just him and I went to Italy. We eloped in Lake Como. And yeah, it was incredible. But we've been married 4 years and it's gone by very fast. Okay, I'm gonna stop blending this eyeshadow because I've been blending it for like the past decade. Do a video recreating your makeup look. That's a great idea, Lisa, because you know what? I still have the eyeshadow that I used for my wedding makeup. I, of course, did it myself, you know, obviously. And I still have the eyeshadow that I use. And I ran into it recently because I keep it in like a special box in my bathroom. So it, oddly enough, it was actually from, it was one of the bento boxes from Kaja. It's like, okay, so this brand, this is not the one that I use, but it's similar to this. It's like this brand. It's like the little bento. We have 3 different colors. But I used one of the shades in the one that I used was like a shimmery copper. Oh my God, it was so pretty. But yes, that would be a great idea. I would totally put that on our list of videos to film. Okay, I'm going to start. Actually, what did you say? Hold on. I need help reading questions.
Yeah.
I need my husband to help me. What is your favorite place to get all your cute tinks? Okay, and you wear in your YouTube videos, they're also cute. Okay, so I get most of like my tops from Zara and Aritzia.
You have dry eyelids and under eyes.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. I'm getting very distracted. Sorry. Yeah, like this top, for example, is from Zara. It was like $10 and it's just like a nice basic. I have it in every single color, like multiples. I have like 3 black ones, 2 white ones like this. Okay, now I'm going to start to work on the rest of my eye makeup. So we're can complete a look. I'm having like way too much fun talking to you all, so I'm getting really distracted. But I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Cupid palette. I think, did some people have a hard time finding this? If you had a hard time finding this, you don't have to get this exact palette, but I'm just trying to go for like an earthy look on my eyes, like a cranberry berry type vibe, like very like holiday-y, like Thanksgiving vibes over here. But I'm going to start with this color right here. And I'm going to use this to basically set my eyelid. So it's going to set that cream shadow stick that I used earlier, which is what you're seeing only right now. I'm just going to use this to set my mobile lid, like my actual eyelid. Watching you while trying to work on my thesis. Oh my God, I don't envy you right now. I'm sorry. Good luck. Sounds like you're way more distracted than I am. I'm so distracted right now. What are your favorite types of, what are your favorite types of looks to do on clients? I like just a full-on glam, man. If you call me and you're like, Nikki, I need you to come over for a shoot and I want you to like do a full-on glam, like glam to the gods look, like that. That's like, that feeds my soul. Like that's what I want to do every day. Now, if you call me and you're like, I want like a no makeup look. I don't want anyone to know that I have any makeup on. Yeah, I'll do it and I'll do a good job, but it's not going to be like my favorite kind of look to do. That and men's grooming. I don't like doing men's grooming. And I feel fine saying this right now because I know there are no men on my YouTube. We're all, like there are no like straight men on my YouTube. Like, let's face it, not one is on my YouTube watching me right now because they would have no interest. But thank God they're not watching because they're not my favorite people to work on. And I mean, like, sounds bad. I'm not trying to be mean. It just, you know, some guys don't take care of their skin, you know, and they're really dry when they sit down in my chair. In case you're wondering why I'd ever do makeup on just like an everyday straight male, it's because I do commercial work here and there, actually pretty often. And, you know, there's always like some men that you need to do like just basic men's grooming on. Okay, did I miss some good questions while I was rambling? I tried doing my sister's eye makeup for Halloween and it was way harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, it is, right? It's crazy. It's like a trip. You think, oh, I can do this. This is easy. And then you don't realize that you're so used to doing makeup on your features and you know exactly like what it's going to look like on your face. And then you get this brand new canvas to work with and it can be really difficult. That's one of the things about being a makeup artist is you just have to be able to adapt and be able to work on people you've never met before, with skin you've never touched before, and features that you've never seen before. And that's actually like the most challenging part about, one of the most challenging parts about being a makeup artist is just you're always the pro, right? So like even if you get someone who, and you're like stumped and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna do her eye makeup, I don't know how I'm gonna do like their makeup to be flattering, and you just have to be the pro, like no matter what. You can't show your what am I trying to say? Like you can't show your insecurities. Like, so if you're not sure, you have to just fake it till you make it. Because people sit down in your chair and they expect you to just know exactly what's going to be most flattering for them. So what I like to do, like if I'm getting someone that I've never met before and they're sitting in my chair and I'm trying to like map out their face, I'll start a conversation with them like right away. And like they'll be sitting there, I would be like, so like, where are you from? Like, and I'll like, tell them about your dogs, tell them about your kids. Like, where'd you get that outfit? Like I'll start like an intentional, like 5-minute long conversation, and I'll just watch them talk, and I'll watch how their face is moving, and I'll watch all of it. Yeah, my husband's like, what? It sounds creepy, but it probably is creepy. But it's my chance to like look at them and focus while not having to do something. And then I like map out their face in my head, and I'm like in my head as they're talking to me, I'm like literally like I'm picking out their foundation color that's in my kit. I'm picking out what blush color is gonna look good on them. I'm trying to figure out like, okay, they have gorgeous lips, so I'm gonna focus more on their lips as opposed to their eyes. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna move on so I can
really good too.
Start the rest of my makeup. Okay, if I missed any other good questions while I've been, talking nonstop, please let me know. I'm gonna go back to my Girlactik shadow stick because I want to now work on my bottom lash line.
Well, love to see another artist kit tour. Still haven't found my groove yet.
Oh,
Organizing one.
You know what? If it makes you feel any better, I've been doing this for 14 years and I'm still always, oh, thank you. I love that Marilyn Monroe look too. Thank you so much. I'm still always forever changing my makeup kit and changing the layout and the way I organize. And that's kind of like the beauty of it. Like if you're a makeup artist, you should be always like ever evolving. Like just because you have like one thing down doesn't mean it's not going to change in the next year, and like styles are going to change. So even when it comes to like your makeup kit and how you pack it and how you store your makeup for jobs, it's always like ever evolving and ever changing. Nikki, who are your favorite makeup artists in the industry? Well, oddly enough, I feel like there's a ton of makeup artists named Nikki. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but for example, there's, an incredibly famous makeup artist in the UK whose name is, she goes by Nikki Makeup. She's in London. And she's just or is she in Paris? No, she's in London. And she's just incredible. She's just incredible. So she is very inspirational to me. Always has been. I think she's got just a stunning aesthetic and style when it comes to makeup. And who else do I love? Carmody. I grew up watching Carmody on, I don't know if you guys know the show, remember the show What Not to Wear, but I literally grew up watching that show, and it was my favorite part of the entire show was the hair and makeup portion where like they would do the makeovers, like the hair and makeup makeovers on the people. If you don't know the premise of the show, it's a makeover show. It was on TLC. It ran for like forever. I'm gonna highlight while I'm talking. This is from Colourpop. It's the Lunch Money Super Shock highlighter. Okay. Oh yeah, Lisa, you know what I'm talking about. What Not to Wear. So Carmody, the beautiful blonde, tall blonde makeup artist on the show, I literally idolized her when I was a kid. Like I watched her, from when I was really young to in my late teens, which I think is when like the show was running. I might be wrong about like when exactly the show ended and stuff, but she's just, when I think about like, when I really, really sit down and think like what inspired me to be a makeup artist, and if I really dissect it, it's definitely her. Definitely her. Pretty sure I have her book. Yeah, I know. I want to get her book. I should buy her book just to support her because, like I said, she's been so inspirational. Okay, so I'm going to move on to eyeliner. This is the Make Continuum waterproof gel eyeliner in the shade Nebula. Just a dark, rich brown. Any piercings for people with small ears? I think you can do any piercings you want, even if you have small ears. I think I have. Do I have small ears? I don't know. Maybe I don't have small ears.
Drugstore tube mascara.
Anyone? Wait, everyone does that under lash line. What was the question? Sorry, I missed your question.
Can you give us drugstore tube mascara recommendations?
Oh, you know what? I haven't really found a good tubing mascara from the drugstore. To be honest, I've tried a couple of them. I don't remember the names, but one was like a red and white tube. It was like a primer on one end and like the mascara on the other end. That's like one of the only ones I've tried, but I wasn't impressed. So I'm just tightlining my top lash line in case you can't tell. Did you go to school to become a makeup artist, or are you self-taught? A little bit of both. I was self-taught for the first like year or two, and then I decided this isn't working out. I'm not doing anything. I'm not like really actually actively working as a makeup artist. So I decided to go to makeup school, and I went to a really affordable one that was it was quick. It was like a really short amount of time. It was like 3 months that I went for, and it was always at night, which is what I also needed because I worked full-time as a receptionist at a salon, or at a barbershop actually, while I was in makeup school. And anyway, it was all I could afford to go to, and it was all that I could go to because of the fact that I had to work full-time.
Someone suggested doing I'm cold.
Oh my god, you know, that's been on my list of makeup looks to do.
We should do that. We have our list. We have lips. I'm cold. What else was that one?
My husband's making a list right now. Do you guys want him to say hi? I feel like he should say hi. I think he should say hi. He says he looks like a crazy person. Salon receptionist unite, such a hard job. Oh my god, Lisa. Hardest job of my life for sure, but I'm not gonna lie. I was really good. I was a really kick-ass receptionist at my barbershop. I really was like super hardworking. I took so much pride in what I did. Oh, you too. That's awesome. And I also loved it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this palette. I'm gonna do a little bit of this color and mix it with this. And just pop a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, here he comes. He says he looks bad. He's gonna say hi. Oh wait, maybe he's not. Oh, he's leaving us. That's so mean.
I need to check my face.
Okay, did I miss any burning questions? Any good questions about YouTube? I'm trying to answer and see them all as I'm doing my makeup, but you know, it's definitely hard. What do you think of Nikki Makeup's first eyeshadow palette? You know, I haven't seen it. Should I get it? I'm sure whatever she comes out with is going to be incredible. You know, she's just unbelievably talented. Unbelievably talented. Her name isn't bad either, so you know, she's got a pretty good name. Okay, I'm going to grab another brush. I'm going to dip into this dark brown in the palette. Do you still work with Brooke? I found you through her socials back in the day. I do, but I just... God, you know what, Sophie? I was just... Well, first of all, we texted like 2 weeks ago. My schedule... Here's the thing. My schedule has been whack. I'm all over the place. I've been traveling nonstop, and I feel really bad because it's been one of those times where I just haven't... My schedule hasn't lined up with when she needs me. So I haven't seen her in like over a year, and like it's really sad. And she was texting me the other day. She was like, I don't know how it's been so long since I've seen you, but I miss you. And I'm like, I miss you too, and we got to figure it out because I miss her. She's a great client of mine, and she's stunning, and she's a great person, and we have a great time. We get to glam together. So I definitely really, really miss Brooke. Okay, so just finishing my eyeliner. I'm gonna use, so I've been actually using this mascara lately. It's from About Face, but I'm not gonna use it today because I noticed I used it yesterday. And when I was washing my face last night, which I use an oil cleanser to like break down my makeup, I couldn't get this off. So I'm gonna put it aside. I don't don't want to use it because I can't get off my eyes. Like I have to like scrub the crap out of my face to get off my eyes, which I don't want to do. So instead I'm going to use the Exa Volume Mascara. 1018 Lash Amplifying Mascara. They have this at Ulta. I think it's a newer brand. It's pretty... My husband's back. Do you guys have any questions for him? Like, as far as like, because, you know, he shoots my YouTube, he edits my YouTube, he adds the music, you know, poor guy works really hard on my YouTube, like really, really hard. If you have any YouTube questions or suggestions, let him know. This mascara is really impressive. I'm a huge Grande Lash fan. How do you organize your makeup, PR gifts and everything? Oh God, it's hard. I struggle. What? I struggle too. He's laughing because I have our kitchen island right now is like covered in PR. Like, and I'm not complaining, you know, like guys, like every time I get a PR box, like the beginner makeup artist in me dies inside. Like I geek out. I'm so excited and happy and just thrilled. But how do I organize it? Well, some days are better than others. Some weeks are better than others where I'm really on top of it. Just depends on like what my work schedule is like. For both of you, favorite tutorials on producing it? Oh, that's a good question, Lisa. Dang. I'll let him answer that.
Marilyn and Rowan, the glow up one. They're my favorites so far.
Oh, he says, is that what the question was like though? What's it about? Which were your favorites?
Favorite tutorials on producing, editing for YouTube. I think. Right?
I think she means like favorite videos on how to.
Oh, on how to.
What? Okay, hold on. What was this one, Allie? What about YouTube does your husband find the most challenging part of the job? Let's see. Let's see what he says.
It's the amount of editing.
Editing. The amount of editing.
Probably spend 20 hours a week.
And also, like, you know, some videos are harder than others because there are some times where I just can't get it together. And I will flub my words and make mistakes until the cows come home. And he actually will text me, like, if it's really bad, he'll text me, which is really lovely, okay? He'll send me a text and he'll be like, baby, I can't do this anymore. You can't be messing up like this ever again. I just, like, I feel so bad, but I'm also human. You know, I'm not Oprah. I'm not like, I'm not used to being on camera and having to be perfect and talk perfectly. It's hard. It's really, really hard. What was that question? Hey, just tuning in. I saw the comment about tubing mascara. You know what? DM me on Instagram. I'll give you more clarification on that. Is Haus Labs Foundation still your favorite? Heck yes, it is. That's what I have on my face right now. Okay, so let's move on to lips before. Oh no, we need to do blush. What am I doing? Let's do some blush. Have I tried REM or REM? Yeah, I have. I don't want to be a jerk. So I'm just gonna skip that question. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't think there's much thought put behind that brand. Okay, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, or I'm sorry, Putty Blush in Caribbean. And just a little stippling brush. This is a really, really beautiful berry shade. I think it's gonna go so pretty with the eyes, and especially with the lip that I'm about to put on. Is Haus Labs Foundation better than Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk? I don't think it's a matter of if it's better. I think that it is the first foundation I've ever tried that has like aligned with it, if that makes sense. I think that they're equals, to be quite honest. I just wish that the shade range wasn't so confusing and backwards and turned upside down. It's because it doesn't make sense. I talk really in depth about that in a couple of videos that I have on my YouTube channel about that foundation. So I'm just going to skip all that technical stuff. Huh? Mumbo jumbo, he says. Any other questions about YouTube? Or makeup? Because we're probably heading slightly towards the end of this video, sadly. Because we've been off, we have like about 15 minutes. I usually try to be on lives for like an hour at the most, just so we don't, you know, people can go on about their days. I'm gonna go back to that Natasha Denona palette and just dip into these two. Oh my god, please tell me what shade and the Armani Silk that I wear. I go between a few. I'm usually 6.5, but sometimes I could look a little dark.
Cream or powder blush.
So what I do is I'll mix it with a little bit of 6. So I know it's kind of a hard answer because it's 2 foundations, but matching online. You know what? If you need tips on matching online, I would do the Sephora shade matcher system, like the color matching system. It's actually really helpful, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna go back to another Make eyeliner. This one's a lighter shade. It's the shade Celestial. Celestial. It's really hard for me to say Celestial. I'm gonna use this in my waterline. It's just like a really pretty, like,
favorite
shimmery.
Affordable lashes.
Favorite what?
Affordable lashes, natural looking.
Well, I like the Ardell Wispies. But I would cut them like I would like cut like a quarter of them off so they're not so long. And pop them towards the outer corner of the eye only, and they'll look really pretty. Kind of like this eyeliner. I don't know if you guys can see it. What do you think of the powder foundation without... What do you think of powder foundation without talc? Talc. However you want to pronounce it. Sorry. You know, this is gonna be that question is gonna send me down a rabbit hole of talking about ingredients. So I'm going to skip it. But what I just want to say is I'm not afraid of talc. Talc is not a bad ingredient necessarily. And if you guys might not even realize it, but talc is in almost all makeup. And what it really is it's in a lot of makeup that performs and works well. And so I'm just gonna throw that out there, you know. To each their own. You know, if you don't want to use talc on your face, don't do it. I'm not afraid of it. I've read a lot about it. I've used it my entire career. So to answer that question, what do I think about powders without talc in them? I could take it or leave it. I don't care if they have talc or not.
But one of your videos coming up has good powder. Or is it the Laura Mercier?
The Laura Mercier one?
Isn't it talc-free powder?
Yeah, but I don't like it. It's not like I like that powder just because it has no talc in it. I just like it because it's very blurring. Side conversation going on over here. Sorry about a video that's coming out soon. I'm going to start to work on my lips because I'm really excited to show you all the lip color that I'm going to use. Do you think you could figure out the name of that opioid gel color you're wearing? Yeah, I probably could. And Natalia, is that what your name is? Sorry, I just missed that. Just slide into my DMs. And I will try to figure it out. You know, we should have had some music. Because I'm not really... No, I don't think it's that one. I know which one you're talking about, Lisa. Good guess, though. Favorite for your kit, Naturium products. Oh my god, the multi-peptide cream is a must. That and the AHA liquid exfoliant for skin prep. Those 2 products, bomb. Okay, so these are my lip options. And they're all from NARS. They're like the new formula of NARS lipsticks. They're the, sorry, I really need glasses for this. They're the Power Matte Lipstick. This is the shade No Angel. And this is the shade Killer Queen. And then this is the shade Highway to Hell. Let me just swatch these. I don't know if I want to do this one. This one might be a little too dark for what I'm going for. Yeah, I don't think I want to do this one. So let's put that one aside. There's also this one. This one's really pretty too. That's cool. So we're going to do a vote on which lip color to use. What is the best blurring powder foundation? Powder foundation. I don't use powder foundations, just to be completely honest with you. I would suggest doing like a lightweight foundation and then setting it with a blurring powder. I think that's going to be the best results you can get. I really should have lined these up in a better way, but let's take a vote. Which color do you think I should use for this holiday festive makeup look? What do you think? There's this one that is Killer Queen.
Ooh, middle one.
This one?
Middle or the...
This one. I'm kind of thinking this one. The one on your wrist. This one, right? Yeah. I think this one. I think Lisa's onto it. Yeah. Okay. I got 2 votes for Killer Queen. Any more votes? And I think I'm going to pair it with a darker lip liner. I'm going to like kind of shade a little bit over it. The bottom color. Becky says the bottom color. All right. We're getting some good votes for Killer Queen. We're going to do it. Why does it look different on my lips? Huh. Any suggestion if black dress for Christmas and red classic lip is better? Oh, yeah. Nothing beats like a little black dress and a red lip. Come on. Nice. More Killer Queen votes. Do you like the BBBB cream from One Size? Yes, I just put in a video talking all about it. Adrian says the bottom one. Oh, thanks for voting. Okay. The one on the left or the pink in the middle? Ooh, I'm sorry. Next time. I'm having a hard time seeing right now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm having a really hard time seeing. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for even popping on. I am actually going to save this live unless something happens.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know, knock on wood. I don't normally save my lives on Instagram. I just, I don't know. I just never feel like they're worth saving. But YouTube's a little different, so I'm going to save middle or left. Oh, darn it, Carly. Sorry. I didn't pick those. Closest to wrist. Yeah. That's what I'm putting on. This is such a holiday lip to me. Like such a festive holiday lip.
Lipstick's like not covering.
Yeah, it's like it's going a little sheer. When are you putting up your Xmas tree? Today! Oh my God, Maggie. That's so funny. You read my mind. I love that question. Oh my God, you guys, I should film my husband getting the Christmas tree down from the attic. We have a small house, but we have an attic. And this Christmas tree comes in so we have, it's a fake Christmas tree. We've had it for like 3 years now. It's literally paid what's the saying? Like, you know, it's paid for itself at this point, right? So, you know, we're not like cutting down trees and like being wasteful. We're trying to like, you know, just use the same tree over and over again, which is like great for, I think, multiple reasons, obviously. But this tree weighs like 5,000 pounds. It's so heavy, it's unreal. And I don't know how my husband will get on a ladder and he'll like shimmy it down our attic. And like every year I think, oh, this is it. That tree's gonna come knocking his legs down. He's gonna like fall head down on the ground. And that tree's gonna like just smash him. And so let's say a prayer for him when he gets it down today. I'll post it on my Instagram. I'll be laughing so hard. But yeah, we're gonna get our tree down today and hopefully decorate because it's my only day to get stuff done today. That's it. So I'm gonna go over that lipstick with the Foxy Brown lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. This is like my ride or die pencil. I love this pencil.
Let's see if we missed any questions here.
Yeah. My husband's gonna see if we missed any questions. Got about 5 minutes left before we're gonna wrap things up, and I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys and thank you for, you know, spending this time with me in the morning. Or I know it's evening for a lot of people that are watching this actually, so thank you just to everyone who's like taking the time to watch us live. Like we both really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah. He says, yeah, we really do. You haven't said hi, people. It is such a pretty color combo. How's my brow journey? God, not good, guys. Not good. I need to get laser done one more time to my old microblading. Wait, how do you go about finding a good makeup artist for a special occasion? Type in whatever city you're in, type in like the hashtag. Like for me, I would type in like Los Angeles makeup artist or LA makeup artist. Do you know what I mean? So let's say you're in like Chicago, be like Chicago makeup artist. Like try doing those kind of things, like looking up your city's hashtag plus makeup artist. If that makes sense. I think that's a really good way to try to find a local makeup artist. On Instagram. Sorry, I'm talking about on Instagram. I think I missed a good question. I'm so sorry if I did. But let's see. I want to do a little bit of... Oh, nice. Jenny's in Chicago. Well, that was a good guess. I'm going to do a little more mascara. Cynthia asked for a good one earlier. Yeah, what was your question? Will you ask me one more time? Sorry, I missed it. I always try to answer your questions. Love your YouTube channel. What do you think about Korean lip tints? Oh, they're great. They're really nice. It's a nice subtle way of wearing lipstick, you know? Okay, I really like this look. I'm really happy with it. What do you guys think of it? I think it's like... Okay, he says to get closer to the camera. Okay, what do you think of this look? Got like a berry eye. Little mascara, little liner, nothing too crazy. And then, so pretty, thank you. And then I got glowy cheek, glowy skin. I'm not like overly powdered. Lips came out really lovely, thank you. I really like the lip color, I think it's really pretty. Highlighter? I put highlighter on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was the Colourpop one. What Grande Lash Serum do you use? Just the original one. The OG one is bomb, and I put on my brows, and it's fantastic. But you don't ever have a bad look. Oh, you're sweet. You just don't see them because I trash it. Like if I'm filming a reel and it comes out not the way I want it to come out, I just trash it, delete. He needs to say hi to you guys before we leave. I'm gonna head off of this live in a second, but come say hi. He said, come say hi. This is the man behind my YouTube videos, my husband. Everyone say hi to Mitch. He's the reason why I have content that goes up here at all. So big thanks to him, because I would not have reached 30K or had like a successful running channel without him. So big thank you to Mitch basically for always like making me buckle down and making me sit down and film YouTube even when I'm tired and I'm over it and I don't want to do anything, you know? Like even when I just don't want to touch makeup anymore because I've worked so hard on set as a makeup artist, he will still make me do it, and you know, like it or not, he makes me get it done. So really I owe it all to him, essentially. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I had so much fun. Like I had probably the most fun that I've ever had on a live. You guys were just so fantastic and so supportive, and I just can't thank you enough. Like literally I can't thank all you guys enough, because I feel like I have just some of the most supportive, amazing subscribers and followers, and you guys are just the best. Like honestly, you make it worth sitting here and devoting some of my free time on my Sunday to talking to you guys and doing this. And you guys just make it worth it and just so enjoyable. And I don't know, I can't thank you guys all enough, really. I really, really can't. I'm so excited for the coming year, and I'm hopefully gonna reach 50K before we know it. Hopefully it'll be faster than what it was to get to 30, because 30 felt like it took forever. But hopefully we get to 50 soon. And you know, when we do, we'll celebrate. Maybe we'll have something fun to announce eventually soon, like fingers crossed. But yeah, working hard for you guys, and I'm just glad to see you all like are enjoying my content, and my tips have been helpful. So thank you so much. This was a blast. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I know I'm going to get that Christmas tree down. Well, I'm not going to get down. I'm going to watch him get that Christmas tree down from our attic. I'm going to decorate the inside of my house and do some laundry, clean a million dirty makeup brushes, prepare my makeup kit that's, oh, a mess below me. Hold on. This is how I know that my live's gone too long. My battery dies in my light. Hold that thought. Here we go. There we go. Sorry. Okay. I love you all. I'm going to go head to the attic and get all of our stuff down and start to decorate. I'll post on my Instagram, and if I miss any questions, send me a DM, or because you can't send me a message, so send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And when's our next video? Wednesday?
Yep.
Our next video on YouTube is going to be on Wednesday, so check that out. And yep, that's it. Thanks for celebrating 30K with me. Bye, you all. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you.